Hi friends, in the last video we discussed about index function, that is a simplest version of index function. Now suppose we have a data in different area in the same sheet or in different sheets, and we have to find out a summary of this data in another sheet. We can use the advanced syntax of index. This is somewhat advanced and you have to see the video fully and practice it. I have given a link in the description to download the practice file. As in the previous lessons also, we have given the link for downloading the practice file. This also we have done it. So you have to download the file and practice the syntax and using of index function using this practice file to master this function. We have two sets of data of sales, that is sales on 2024 and sales on 2025. Suppose we want to compare these two data in some other place or in another sheet. So here we are using index function or advanced function. Okay, this is our data. These two data, one condition is these two data must be identical, that is their columns and the rows should be identical, only the difference should be on data. We select this range, that is already we named this range as sales 2024. How to range the names we have discussed in lesson 1 of this learning series, and this is the second range we have selected as sales 2025. Okay, and so just we can discuss about the syntax and the terminology. This reference, there are two references here. One is this sales on 2024, another 2025, and when we use this first reference, there are the first reference row number we have to mention, then column number, then area number. For first reference, area number is 1. In the second reference here, area number is 2. So how can we use index function and max function to find out the row number, column number, and area number? So we type here index, then reference. Reference is we select this as the first reference. We select it, and here it comes sales 2024. We already named the range, then put the comma, and we can directly type here sales 2025. The range is shown here. We can click here, or we can okay, this these two are the references. We have to put it in a bracket, a parenthesis, that is normal bracket. So these two should be in a bracket, so we have to put a bracket here. Then we have to put the comma, then row number of the first sales 2024. We have to use match function. Match the lookup value. First lookup value is we want the January 24 sales. So click on this. Here we have to make this a mixed reference. We have to use a mixed reference, that is row we have to lock and column should change. While dragging downward, row should not change. So we press F4 2 times to lock the row. Then lookup value, lookup array, we have to. Lookup array is where this January, here we select the lookup array, and we have to use absolute reference, and we press F4. Then again match type, that is 0, that is exact match we are using, we discussed in the previous lesson. Then put the comma. Then again what we ask, column number. For finding the column number, so this is the row number, we have to find out January row number. Then column number for mobile we have to find out. So match, we take match, and the lookup value is the mobile. This one is the lookup value, and we have to make the cell a mixed reference, that is we have to press 3 times F4 3 times, and A is locked, because while dragging, column should not change. Dragging from left to right, column should not change, and downward, row should change. So use this mixed reference, comma, then lookup array. We have to use lookup array. Lookup array is actually, this is the lookup array, because here is the mobile, laptop, and printer is here. For getting the value of mobile, laptop, and here you have to get it from here. So we use this, and we have to make this an absolute reference by pressing F4, again comma, 0 for exact match, close the bracket and put a comma. We have to mention the area. We can directly type 1, but we are going to use match function because our formula should be dynamic. So again match function to find out the area number, that is match. Then lookup value is actually area depends on the year, so we click here. Then we have to make this also an absolute, that is mixed reference. So press F4 2 times to lock the row, then comma, then lookup array. Lookup array is the year we have to select. This is a lookup array because while dragging, year should change, 25 January and etc. So lookup array have to be locked by F4. So for in the previous lessons also we discussed about mixed and absolute references. Here also match type is 0 and close the bracket of match. Then again close the bracket of index. Then press enter. We got the value. Here we can directly pull it down, drag it down for getting this, and drag to the right hand side for getting the other values. So in this way, actually we can compare January 2024 sales with January 2025. Suppose it's a very big data, it is very easy to compare January sales, February sales, and suppose this here a small data used for easiness, and when this is on one sheet, it is another sheet, we have to use another method, and in this way, if the data is in the same sheet, we can use this one. Suppose our data is in different sheet. This is the sheet 1. We named it as data reference 1, and another sheet here, the sale of 2025 is in another sheet. That sheet is named as data reference 2, and we want a consolidation in, that is in a summary sheet. Here we can compare different years sales. So important is this data that should be identical. That is, the first row is the heading, and the second row the column heading, so then first column the month's value. And similarly, this in the same way, this should be data reference 2 should be in the same pattern, identical. And in summary also, this mobile should be, the value of mobile should be in B1, sorry, B3. Similarly, here also it is B3. Here you can see the cell address is B3, and here also first value is in B3. Okay, then in summary also it should be in B3. You click here, you can see it is B3. In such a way, we have to maintain the 3 sheet, and we can easily bring from this sheet here. Okay, let us see. So in this first is reference, we use single reference here. So when single reference is used, we need not mention area number because area number is optional. When 2 area is there, we have to mention the area number. So let us type the index formula, C equal to index. Then first one is reference. That is reference is data 1. We click here, we select. This area is selected, and we have to make this selection an absolute reference. So press F4, then comma. When comma given, it is row number. We have to mention the row number. For finding out the row number, we use a match function. It is easy. We have discussed the match function in previous classes. So lookup value. So we have to go to the summary, and lookup value is what is a month is the lookup value. Then January. So we click here. So B1. So in B1, when dragging from right, we have to drag to right. Then column should change B to C, and row should not change when we drag downward. So this we have to use a mixed reference here. Plus F4 2 times. Then here what happens? This row is locked. So we can give comma. Then lookup array. So lookup array is in data reference 1. That is, this is a lookup array. Name of the month January, February, and March. Here also we have to make this range absolute. Press F4. Then comma, and for exact match we have to use 0, then comma. Then first match we have closed for finding out the row number and put a comma. Then we have to find out the column number. Again we type match here. We have to type match from this sheet itself. When you shift to the other sheet, here the sheet name will be displayed. We have to delete it. So type match from here itself. So match, then lookup value. What is the lookup value? Lookup value, we have to go to the summary. That is the name of this one. This is the lookup value. We have to find out the amount of mobiles sold in January. So here, so when dragging the formula to the right, this mobile should not be changed. So we have to lock the column, not the row. Row is not locked because we have to drag downward. When you drag downward, the name should be about a laptop. So we close the A3 as press F4 3 times, and then A is locked, that is column is locked, then comma, then lookup array. Where is the lookup array? Lookup array is data reference 1. That is, this is the lookup array. We take it as mobile laptop printer. Okay, that is, we have to lock it. absolute reference should be used. Press F4 one time, then again put the exact match 0. We discussed in the many videos in previous lessons. Then okay, then that match function also closed. That is, we find out the row number, column number using match function. Next is area number. It is optional because here only one area we use, that is data reference 1. This is our area, only one area is there. More than one area, we have to put them in parenthesis, that is normal bracket. Then we can close the index bracket here, then press enter. What we got this value. So it's very easy. So what happens, we want to get the value of January. We have used only one. Value of January is here, that is data reference 2. That is the name of the sheet. Just rename the, so we drag here, we get the same value because data reference 1 is here. So here we use a shortcut method, just rename this reference 1 to 2 here. Then again come here. Here also we can reference 1, you have to change, that is data reference 2, and you can see an exclamation mark that indicates that this is the sheet name, then the range. So this is the pattern, this is the syntax. Data reference 2 is the sheet name. After sheet name, the other things will be shown here. So A3, A5 is in data reference 2 sheet. So again we have to change here, then to 2. Okay, then press enter. You can see the value changed to 75,000. That is reference 2, the value is 75,000. In reference 1, value is 25,000. You can got this. So in this way we can drag, then we get the sales of January 2024-25 here. Actually, to compare, it was in 2 sheets. We brought them into the near one sheet, and also we can compare. They are very nearest to columns. So then what happens? We can just drag. After selecting both, so you have to select this both, then drag. You can understand that February sales here, February sales of 2005. So it is very easy. Okay, in this way we can brought the values for comparison to a new sheet. So this is the power of index and match function. So we are wind upping today's class. Next time, suppose we will here we have, suppose more sheets are there, so it is very difficult to change this reference 1, reference 2, etc. So we can use another function, that is indirect. The name of the function is indirect. We will use that with the index and match function to get a completely dynamic index. So thank you very much for watching the video. Goodbye.